Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. The Chrisley family has never been far from headlines, but the latest turn in their story has brought shockwaves across entertainment news and beyond as Todd Chrisley and Lindsie Chrisley were granted prison pardons, ending a chapter of legal turmoil that has followed them for years and reopening questions about resilience, redemption, and the power of public voice in American culture. In the wake of this news, Savannah Chrisley emerged as the family's most visible spokesperson once again, and her message to fans and critics alike was one of gratitude, hope, and a renewed belief in the possibility of second chances. For months, Savannah has been balancing the responsibilities of caring for her younger siblings, managing her own career as a media personality, and serving as the unofficial liaison between her parents and the world outside prison walls. The announcement of their pardons was not only a victory for Todd and Lindsie, but also for Savannah, who had fought tirelessly to advocate on their behalf through interviews, podcasts, and candid social media updates. When she finally addressed the news, her words carried the weight of a daughter who had endured years of pain but never lost sight of her parents' humanity. She framed the moment not simply as a legal win, but as a spiritual and emotional breakthrough, a chance to start over and rebuild lives that had been placed on pause. Savannah's message resonated with the millions of fans who have followed the Chrisleys through reality television court battles and public scrutiny. She reminded them that her parents' story, though marked by mistakes and controversy, was ultimately one about love, family, and faith. She acknowledged the hurt and the hardship, but stressed that forgiveness and renewal must be part of the conversation as well. For her, it was important to show that the Chrisleys were not just defined by the crimes that led to prison sentences, but also by their capacity to grow, reflect, and return to their loved ones with humility. The news of the pardons immediately reignited national debate, with some praising the decision and others questioning whether celebrity influence played a role. Yet Savannah's voice cut through the noise, offering a deeply personal perspective that could not be reduced to politics or tabloid speculation. She spoke of the nights she spent crying, the days when she felt hopeless, and the moments when she nearly lost faith. She described the toll it took on her siblings, who had to navigate adolescence under the cloud of scandal and separation. And she emphasized that while the pain was real, the lessons learned would last a lifetime. Todd and Lindsie themselves, though not yet back in the spotlight in the same way, have communicated their own gratitude through Savannah, making clear that they are overwhelmed by the chance to return home and repair the bonds that prison time strained. Todd, known for his fiery personality and quick wit, has reportedly been humbled by the experience, using his time behind bars to reflect on his choices and deepen his faith. Lindsie, whose role as the matriarch of the family has always been central, is said to be eager to reunite with her children and grandchildren, embracing the simple joys of family life. After the pardons reflected both relief and responsibility. She knows that with renewed freedom comes renewed scrutiny, and she has committed herself to guiding her family's narrative with honesty. She insists that the Chrisleys will not hide from their past, but will instead use their platform to speak about resilience and the power of redemption. She spoke of wanting to create conversations that help others who feel trapped in their own struggles, whether legal, personal, or emotional. Her words suggested that the Chrisleys see their ordeal not just as a family tragedy, but as a chance to inspire others facing hardship. The cultural impact of the Chrisley saga cannot be understated. As stars of reality television, they built their fame on humor, glamour, and a larger-than-life portrayal of Southern family life. Fans tuned in to watch their banter, their conflicts, and their undeniable bond. The fall from grace that followed their convictions was all the more dramatic because it contrasted so sharply with the image they had cultivated on screen. The pardons now complicate that narrative, introducing a new act in a story that many thought was finished. Savannah's message positions this act as one of hope, rather than scandal, emphasizing that the Chrisleys are still standing together. There is also a broader context to consider as conversations about justice, fairness, and celebrity privilege swirl around the decision. Critics argue that many ordinary Americans facing similar charges would not receive the same leniency. Supporters counter that the Chrisleys' case was unusually harsh and that the pardon was an overdue correction. Savannah herself sidestepped these debates, focusing instead on her family's gratitude and the path forward. She has made it clear that whatever others may say, the Chrisleys will measure this moment not by public opinion but by the strength of their bond and their determination to do better. For Savannah personally, this moment marks a turning point in her young life. She has been thrust into adulthood under the harshest of spotlights, carrying responsibilities few her age could imagine. The pardons provide her with a chance to shift from survival mode into rebuilding mode, allowing her to focus not only on advocacy, but also on her own dreams. Her message made clear that she does not intend to waste that opportunity. She spoke of wanting to grow her career, to support her siblings with renewed energy, and to ensure that her parents' legacy is defined not just by mistakes, but by how they overcame them. Fans of the family have flooded social media with messages of support, celebrating the pardons as a victory for perseverance. Many have praised Savannah for her role in keeping the family together, calling her a hero in her own right. The emotional outpouring demonstrates the powerful connection reality television stars can form with their audiences, connections that transcend the screen and shape how people react to real-life struggles. Savannah's message was careful to acknowledge that support, thanking fans for standing by them and insisting that the love of strangers has carried them through their darkest days. As the Chrisleys prepare for the next chapter, speculation is already swirling about what this will mean for their public presence. Some believe they will return to reality television, eager to tell their story in their own words. Others suggest they may take a quieter path, focusing on private healing. Savannah's message offered no concrete plans but hinted that the family will not shy away from the spotlight if it means offering inspiration. What is certain is that the pardons have reignited public fascination, and whatever the Chrisleys do next left scars, but Savannah insists it also left wisdom. She describes a family that now values time together more than ever, a family that has learned not to take freedom for granted, a family that has realized the fragility of reputation and the importance of humility. Her message emphasized that they will carry these lessons with them into the future, using them as a foundation for healing. It is a vision of resilience that fans find moving because it acknowledges pain while insisting on hope. Todd and Julie's return home will be emotional not only for their children, but for the entire fan base that has followed their journey. Savannah has spoken of simple joys she looks forward to sharing with them again: dinners around the table, laughter that fills the house, and the comfort of family traditions. After years of separation, those moments carry a weight they never had before. The pardons make possible a reunion that will be both joyful and bittersweet, a chance to reclaim lost time while acknowledging that nothing can erase the years apart. The larger story of the Chrisleys continues to symbolize the complexities of fame in modern America. They built their fortune and influence through television, but that same spotlight magnified their downfall. Now the same spotlight illuminates their return. Savannah's message captures the paradox perfectly, recognizing the burden of public life while embracing its power to bring people together. She knows that her family will always be judged, but she believes that by being honest and vulnerable, they can transform judgment into empathy. In the coming months, the Chrisleys will face the task of rebuilding not only their personal lives, but their public image. There will be challenges as skeptics question their sincerity, and as they navigate the pressures of returning to a world that has not forgotten their mistakes. Yet Savannah's message shows that they are ready to face those challenges with humility and determination. She insists that the family is stronger than ever, not because they avoided hardship, but because they endured it together. The pardons of Todd and Julie Chrisley mark the end of one chapter, but also the beginning of another. With Savannah as their voice, they step into the future with a message of resilience, redemption, and gratitude. Their story has captivated millions because it reflects universal themes of family struggle, forgiveness, and hope. Savannah's words after the pardons crystallize those themes, reminding the world that while mistakes define moments, they do not have to define lifetimes. The Chrisleys' journey continues, and the world will watch to see how they use this second chance. But for now, the message is clear. They are grateful, they are united, and they are ready to begin again. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.